Today on RB's Toy Box, we got a mail call for new parts for the Ghostbusters Proton Pack. Stay tuned. Alright, so today, pretty much live, we're going to be taking a look at the ribbon, the little electronic ribbon for the Ghostbusters Proton Pack that we're currently kind of in the process of building. My way, your way, everybody's a little bit going to put on here, but just got it in the mail today. We're going to open it up, and while I'm doing that, you may not know this, but my daughter and her husband, obviously, had a child here just around the turn of this year, and as a result I've been doing on my channel bedtime stories, little 5-minute bedtime stories for my granddaughter, and I'm also putting those up so everyone else can watch them if they choose to do so. But you know, just grandpa reading some bedtime stories. So there's my little commercial. By the way, if you like what we're doing here on RB's Toy Box, make sure that you subscribe. I don't say that enough, but really wanting to get the channel a little bigger than it is. I am so thankful for the people that have taken the time to like my channel. We're like 350 plus people or something. It's pretty cool. Love to get to that 1,000 mark so that we can start kind of expanding out on YouTube. But this is from gbhqpartsdepot.etsy.com. There we go. And it's the ribbon here, so I am going to be putting this on. Of course, none of these have any instructions, so if I make a mistake, guess what? We're going to be making it together, because, you know, none of these really have any instructions. So this is what we've got here. A lot wider than what comes on the Proton Pack. So let's get started. You know, I like the coloring of the one that comes with it. You know, if Spirit, I know that the previous version of this, it was much skinnier, and if they went much wider with it, you know what, that would be really cool, and it'll kind of eliminate having to spend money to buy one of these. But I'm going to, let's see, is there a, I'm gonna say that this is the part. If you look, it's like smooth right here, and then kind of has this kind of little thing going down through the rest of it. So that's probably the part that gets bunched up and stuck down inside of here. So I'm going to reposition the camera here so you can see better as I take it apart for the first time. And while you're screaming at your monitor because I might be doing it wrong, just bear with me, because I haven't done this before. So we're going to do it together. Hold on, let me push this little button and I'll be right back. Alrighty, so I'm going to get first a Phillips screwdriver. They're on this plastic piece, which I have one of these coming. It's metal. The Etsy vendor that I got it from, which when I do the review video on that, they didn't say that they didn't have it in stock when I ordered it. It would have been nice if their system would have said something like that, but it did not. So I'm going to put that in. Hopefully it's just 2 screws and goes right in, but I'm going to pull this off real quick, and then we will go from there. Well, that was short. And this one. Okay, that's not too bad. So 2 screws, that piece of plastic came off. You know, if I had a 3D printer, I could make some cool stuff. Got that on my Santa Claus shopping list, but we'll just see if I'm a good boy this year. All right, so that's that. Looks like it's glued in. That wasn't much of a glued in, but I'm going to leave the residue there to act as a little bit of a resistance for the new one coming in. I can obviously hot glue it, but I don't want to do that just yet until I get the new metal piece in. This on the back, or well, I'll just show you here on the front side. This goes in right here, and then on the back is this hole where it goes. Now inside is just a big glob of glue. So I'm going to start with just prying it a little bit And if it doesn't come out, I will break out Mr. Heat Gun. I want to avoid using the heat gun right now, only because, you know, my heat gun gets pretty hot. And as a result, I might actually melt something. So let me get a screwdriver or a, oh, here it is right here. By the way, when you're working on things, these things are so handy. It's just like a awl, but it's, you know, kinked over one way or the other. And I have 2 or 3 different shapes of these, but just going to pry this a little bit and see if it pops off. A lot of the other glue that was on here just popped right off when you just gave it a little bit of pressure. And let me spin this around a little bit. Ouch. And pry a little bit more. A little bit more. And it's globbed in there really good. Let me get a potentially bigger screwdriver. Oh, maybe all it took. Let's see. I'm going to give a little tug here on the front. I'm unwrapping that around this blue cable because I don't want to damage the blue cable until I go to replace that with something else. And I'm giving a little tug. There it goes, and it's out. So just a, yeah, that's the battery pack. Just a big old glob in there is all it was. That right there. So when I put the new one in, obviously I'll do the same thing. I'll just take Mr. Hot Glue Gun here and glob it in there with some new stuff. You know, what would be cool is to have something like this. There are some wiring looms that are on Amazon, and being this is just fake anyway, they have these for computers for, you know, wiring in and through your RAM and across your motherboard that illuminate. Just giving somebody an idea out there that they make looms like this for PCs or computers, for people who are trying to do gaming PCs and stuff, that these light up and have like woo woo going back and through. And most of those are only operated on 5 volts anyway, so that might be something cool for somebody to do. Maybe something that RB Soybox does in the near future. You never know. Alright, so we're going to flip this back over. And let's see here. We're gonna, I don't know if there's the right way or wrong way to wad this up. I'm gonna look at the screen and see if there's just, you know, from the movies, if it's supposed to be like twisted and so forth, but I'm gonna start with that actually. I'm just going to roll this like that and stick that first in the hole. Get in there. Yeah, you just got to get the end of that super tight to get it to go in there. I don't want to cut it or anything. I want that to be loomed in there. Let me, can you see that okay? I mean, basically we're just sticking it back in the same hole that it came from, but it's kind of tight. I'm thinking maybe I need to roll that a little tighter. I don't want it to delaminate or whatever. What if I put some tape around the end of it? What do you think? Tape it is. Tape! Here, tape! Tape, 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 tape. Must be in the tool room. Be right back.
Quit better jobs than this. Ghostbusters, what do you want?
I can't find the tape. Alright, so I just kept turning and turning and turning the loom until I got it super tight. I'm just going to slide that down in there. We go. And yeah, I'm going to slide this under the blue cable like so. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. Let's see how, whoop, that came down pretty far inside there. We're going to take it up a little bit less than flush. And then I'm going to fan it out a little, like that. Just fan it out. And then I'm going to loop it once. And let's see here. I'll loop it the other way. Again, I'm going to go back and kind of watch the movie a little bit. Even though I'm not really worried as much about screen accurate, I still want it to look, you know, like it's supposed to be that way. Alright, so I've turned it like maybe 3 times total. And now I'm going to just basically replace this piece here on here. Turn that where you can see it. This has, at least for now, this has that little bitty ridge piece on the bottom of it. Just line up the holes. It should press down just fine. Did I catch the hole? Yes, no, yes, no. Now, I need to go a little further over. I'm not hitting it just right. For those of you that are still hanging around, I appreciate it. If you're like me, you know, you kind of hang around a video a little bit, you get the information you need, and then you're out of there. But for those of you that, you know, watch RB's Toy Box, I really appreciate it. This is a hobby, as some of you may know, that's kind of born out of my wife being a teacher and her working a whole lot. And when I get done working in my tech job, I want to check out. And this is how I check out. Alright, so let's take a look here. Let's see, maybe 1 or 2 little more twirls on it or something. They also sell this piece that they're on Etsy. I think they're crazily expensive. They're like $7 or $8 plus shipping for basically a wire loom with just a little hook with rubber around it that's supposed to kind of mount up in here. You know, head into Lowe's for that. I got news for you. I'm not going to be going and getting something like that on Etsy. I'll just get it on Lowe's and then probably put it like right there or something. But that's it. I mean, other than the hot glue portion of it, which I'll just take my hot glue gun off camera here and I'll just, you know, stick it down in there. But I'm going to be honest, I'm going to wait and hot glue it towards the end, because if I need to take it off for some reason, for example, I plan on doing some of the painting and, you know, some of the weathering and so forth on here. So it means I've got to take this off, this off, this off, this off, this off, this off, this off. If it's all glued in, then that might make things a little bit more difficult, so I'll just leave that off. So thanks for watching here on RB's Toy Box. This again is from, and I'm going to put the link for them if you like, the Ultimate. I think it looks, you know, fairly good. It's not as bright and happy as the other one, but it's probably not supposed to. This again is from GBHQ Parts Depot, and I will put their link on here. On the bottom there. The price at the time that I bought it was $13.50 plus Uncle Sam's portion of it. So total of $14.45. I'm pretty sure it was free shipping for this particular part. The other one was like $5 for shipping on it. And looks like Mike is the person who fulfilled it. So thank you, Mike, for helping me get the next piece to my Ghostbusters Proton Pack. And we will see you for the next part that comes in, and just keep moving forward here with RB's Toy Box.